Hello, everybody. This is Andreas Zuckermann. I'm the immediate past president of the ISHLT. I'm in here with my colleague and friend, Simon Urschel from Edmonton. Simon.
Hi.
Hello. And today we have the huge honor and privilege to have an interview with our past president, but 2024 Lifetime Achievement Award winner of our International Society for Heart and Lung Transplantation, Professor Laurie West from Edmonton in Canada.
Laurie, what an honor to be allowed to interview you here for the ISHLT. After all, you have contributed to the field of transplantation in general. I was wondering what you would personally refer to as your greatest scientific or clinical accomplishment.
Probably the work that I did on introducing ABO-incompatible heart transplantation clinically as something that could be done safely is probably the practical accomplishment that probably has had the most impact, and I'm very proud of that. I'm equally as proud of the science that led us there, that led me to actually question the dogma. And I think that's a real lesson to our younger colleagues and trainees, is the absolute necessity to question what you're taught and what you learn and what the prevailing paradigms and dogmatic practices are of the day.
Are there any kind of scientific or societal questions that you feel are burning and that should be deserve more attention and should be addressed in the near future?
Well, societal is a big word. Scientific, I go back to kind of where we've seen, to my favorite topic, but scientifically, but we've seen the advent of very difficult patients that are HLA sensitized, and they're harder and harder to transplant. They're harder and harder for us to offer successful therapies for. They languish on waiting lists because of the lack of donors, and more, what I see is that we're using more and more powerful drugs, immunologic drugs, to try and treat them to get rid of this natural response of the body when it's stimulated by foreign HLA to produce an aggressive antibody response. What troubles me a little bit is that I see us using these really almost cancer chemotherapy drugs to try and abolish this immune response without looking for other opportunities. And I see other opportunities in thinking about ABO possibilities in heart transplantation beyond infancy. And I think we need to open our eyes to the possibilities there. And so I think that as a field, we need to, again, take off our blinders and say there are possibilities here that we actually have to begin thinking about. And once we start thinking about them and we get to know where the science is at the time, then I think we'll be able to offer some really interesting opportunities for some of our most difficult patients. If your question meant bigger societal, gosh, I don't know that, except to say that the science is still powerful in solving big issues, and we just need to keep making it attractive for people to bring those to this society.
Thank you very much for giving us this time. Thank you so much for your kind words, and absolute congratulations for your Lifetime Achievement Award of the International Society for Heart and Lung Transplantation.
Thank you again, Andreas, and thank you, Simon. It's been a pleasure to chat with you today, and it's fun to reminisce and think back. You've given me the opportunity to think back on some important aspects of how I've proceeded, but also the impact of the society and how the society has grown. So thank you so much for not only your kind words of congratulations, but also for the opportunity to chat with you about some of these aspects. It's been a great privilege.